What is going on? Welcome to episode 68 of the Nintendo Powercast. I'm your host, N64 Josh, and this is another NPC mini. Remember, this is not an official Nintendo podcast. If you are looking for the official Nintendo podcast, you will find that by searching for Nintendo Power Podcast, wherever you listen to your podcast. They have 2 episodes, I believe. That awesome music you just heard was from a band called On Being Human. You can find them on YouTube. They also have music on Spotify. Check them out. No sound. Check, check, check. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, can you guys hear me? Anybody? Anybody hear me? Hello? This thing's not coming through. Everything's good on this end. Oh. Killer. I'm going to kill you. Real funny, man. Real funny. I'm doing this live. This is the kind of love you show me. All good, brother. All good. I'm like, everything looks good. That's fine. We'll start it over. You guys get to hear me do it twice. I don't care. It'll make for a funny YouTube video. Here we go. What is going on? Welcome to episode 68 of the Nintendo Powercast. I'm your host, N64 Josh, on this NPC Mini. Remember, this is the unofficial Nintendo podcast. If you're looking for the official one, you need to search for Nintendo Power Podcast. And there, you will find the 2 episodes that they have recorded. Also, that music you just heard was from On Being Human. You'll find them on YouTube as well as on Spotify, so go check them out. They got a lot of good tunes, especially some good covers of old video game music. Really good stuff. Go check them out. On Being Human. If you'd like to get yourself a free book from Audible, you can go to audibletrial.com/NPC. And the book I've been listening to this week is Blood, Sweat, and Pixels. So good. So good. If you're interested in video game development and the behind-the-scenes stuff, don't miss this. It's really good stuff. That's Blood, Sweat, and Pixels, audibletrial.com/NPC. The chair I'm sitting in, comfortable, affordable gaming chair from OP Seat. Go to opseat.com. Use coupon code N64Josh to save yourself $10. Lastly, if you want to get yourself an extra podcast each month and some other extra content, go to patreon.com/N64Josh, and there you will see all the tiers available. The extra podcast is just $1. So if you have $1, you want to help support this show, there you go. Patreon.com/N64Josh. Okay, this show, I do it live. I don't have an exact time set. It kind of just depends on the Thursday, but I'm trying to do it on Thursdays. And it's going to be just kind of a roundup of the news we have from Nintendo throughout the week. And we actually had some stuff just drop immediately, which was kind of cool. And Killer actually posted it in our Discord, so thank you for that, my friend. I do want to say hello to everyone that's here. Lumber, Snake Eater, Killer, Shell Shock, Kirby, and anybody that I'm missing. Looks like maybe a few lurkers as well. Thank you guys for being here. It is my birthday today, which is cool. So, and Killer, don't worry about, if you guys want a good laugh, go watch this video on YouTube if you're just listening to the audio, and you'll see Killer tell me there was no sound, and I start the whole thing over again. So, worth a good laugh. So go check that out on my YouTube page. Okay, I do want to mention, speaking of my YouTube page, I did put out a video of my entire Switch collection, and it's under 20 minutes, and I kind of just go through each game really quick. But if you want to see basically what the entire Switch library looks like, other than I don't have all 3 basketballs, that kind of stuff, you can check that out on my YouTube channel. Other than that, we do have a fair bit of news. Nothing real meaty. There's not a whole lot of news, but Some bad news, so we're going to start with, unfortunately, is Xenoblade Chronicles 2 Game Mode Plus has been delayed until March 2nd. And now I've had a number of people come into my stream and ask, hey, when is this coming out? I'm like, I thought it was supposed to be out. I even asked somebody that was in, I'm like, hey, do you have this? Or like, I was waiting for the update, but nothing's showing up yet. Well, unfortunately, it did get delayed. Wah, 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 wah. Kirby says price is right, losing horn sound. So if you're looking forward to that, it's still on its way, but it did get delayed. And hey, like anything, we always want the best product we can get, right? So obviously it just wasn't quite ready. Well, okay, I gotta tell you guys about my birthday haul. So basically, good news, we are keeping the Switch library complete. My wife got me the Monster Motocross game. She got me Overcooked, and she got me Wonder Boy. And she also got me the green and pink Joy-Cons. So, got the watermelon squad Joy-Cons, as Nightcrawler says in the chat there. And so that's cool. But then I was able to order the last 5 minutes, or the longest 5 minutes, and Portal Knights, not to be confused with Hollow Knight, and not to be confused with Shovel Knight. So I will have those next week. And then I will be picking up Bayonetta tomorrow, which I'm really excited about. So Bayonetta, we're going to talk about that for a little bit. I have played a little bit of the first one. It is very, very over the top. I was actually watching some videos right before this started. I just wanted to get a little refresh and maybe explain to you guys a little bit better what it is, because somebody may be on the fence about it or not know much about it while you're in your car tomorrow listening to this, or whatever the case may be. So Bayonetta is a lot like Devil May Cry. Basically, your character, Bayonetta, you've got guns not only in your hands, but guns for high heels, right? So pretty awesome. Definitely something that's just off the wall, but it makes it a ton of fun. If you played her in Smash at all, if you played Smash and you bought the DLC, you know already how just like over the top she is with all of her moves. And basically her outfit is made up of her hair, which is also then used to create like giant fists that can smash the enemies around you, or what. It's like I said, this game is crazy. But if you're a fan of like action adventure games like Ninja Gaiden from like the Xbox and the Xbox 360, the Devil May Cry series, just a lot of guns, a lot of action, also just some up close melee action. Like this is this is the game for you. And Kirby saying listening to someone out loud explain this always gets me. Yeah, right. I mean, high heels as a gun. You don't get any better than that. So it does not take itself seriously whatsoever. I think that's part of the charm of this game, that it is just completely over the top. It knows it, and it has fun with it. So I recommend this game. I'm really bummed out. I'm really sad. Japan, who supported this game probably much better than the United States did, I'd have to look up the exact stats, well, they get a super cool Climax Edition that I'm even considering importing because of how cool this is. So what we get a plastic case that has Bayonetta 2, the Bayonetta 2 cart, and we get a code for Bayonetta 1. Now, I did see on Reddit today that somebody from the UK posted a picture of their box, and the art may be interchangeable for North America. I don't know yet. I will be able to let you guys know on Tuesday. But basically, if you want to have Bayonetta 1 as the cover of your game, at least in the UK, that is an option. So fingers crossed, if that's what you're into, we can get that same thing in the States. I don't know. I'll know tomorrow. So, and I will be streaming this game A lot. A good portion of the day Friday. I'm going to have kind of a split stream on Saturday. I've got stuff to do like around 1:30, but I plan on playing a ton of Bayonetta. So, but back to the Climax Edition. Yes, Lumber, it is called the Climax Edition. Like I said, this game is over the top. It is over the top. So, so what they get in this thing, which I recommend looking it up, is they get a case for Bayonetta 1 and a cart, case for Bayonetta 2 and the cart, and then a steel book that has 2 slots to hold both carts. And it looks so good. It looks so good. Somebody posted a bunch of pictures of it on Reddit this last week, and it looks really good. So definitely, this is a game that I'm definitely picking up. Obviously, I said I'm going to be playing a ton of it. I really recommend, like, I feel like this is coming out at a perfect time because there's not a ton of other Switch games that are out right now. We had Dragon Age Builders Quest, and other than that, like, of course we have a backlog, but as far as like major AAA titles, Dragon Quest Builders, and now this, and get this game. Please get this game, because here's why I want you to get this game. Do this for me. Get this game for me. No. I'm hoping that when Bayonetta 3 comes out, that we will get like the ultimate edition of Bayonetta 3 that will be a trilogy of all 3 games as carts and a steelbook, the whole deal. Like, I really, really want this game to do well in the States, and I'm really stoked for 3, and I want to see us get a sweet limited edition. So we've got to band together and show Platinum and Nintendo that we want this game. DJ Hoedown Showdown says, never thought Josh would replace Tracer as his main waifu. Man, oh man, just man. No, I am really stoked for this game. It is, from what I've already played, it is very fun. It's Platinum. If you've played like, Platinum has a ton of games. One of the ones that I've played that maybe not many have played is the Transformers game. It looks like the Gen 1, and but it had really cool like fighting mechanics, but they also kind of got repetitive, where Bayonetta has so many different combos and different ways to attack things that you can't get bored. You can't get bored. This is I mean, it may not be for everybody, but if you like action adventure, check out Bayonetta. I don't think you'll be disappointed. Killer says I'm reaching for the mountain with the trilogy. Hey, let me dream, okay? I want this. Okay, a few other pieces of news that I wanted to get to. Pillars of Eternity 2 is coming to Switch. Now, this article is actually a little bit old. I didn't find out about it until yesterday, which is why I wanted to bring it up today. And Katie Ann says, I sound like one of those Disney dads who goes, you're giving up your dream. And the kid replies, no, Dad, I'm giving up your dream. Oh, man. So, Pillars of Eternity 2, Deadfire, coming to consoles. This is a Game Informer article from February 6th. Why am I bringing this up? Well, I'm bringing this up because, one, there is a chapter in Blood, Sweat, and Pixels that talks about Pillars of Eternity and how this game came to be. And it was one of the first games to be kickstarted and still be part of a major publisher, basically. And so it's got a pretty cool backstory. You know, it definitely had its hurdles and everything like that. I bring it up not because of that, but because I've had people in my Discord talking about Diablo. And this game, for some people, is a better version of Diablo. So if you like that style of game, that's kind of like a dungeon crawler RPG, I've got good news. This is coming to the Switch, Xbox One, and PlayStation 4 this holiday. I believe it's holiday 2018. Now, if you want to play it sooner, if you want to play it sooner, Pillars of Eternity, this is right from the article, is nearing completion for PC, Mac, and Linux. And that'll be coming out on April 3rd. So, and then, yeah, it says it's set to come to PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Switch during the holiday season of 2018. So I did a little bit of research about the first game because it is on PlayStation 4. So if you really want to be able to play this game now, you only have console, you can play it on PlayStation 4. I watched the review from IGN, I believe, and it looks like a cool kind of dungeon crawler. There did have a few bugs, nothing too major. They gave it an 8.5, and this, I don't know that we really have this style of game on the Switch or anything in the near future. So, I mean, if it's the kind of game that you can sit and grind for, I know very little about Diablo other than people say I should have played it because I was such a big fan of Destiny. So that, DJ looks confused about something in chat. I'm not sure, but anyway, so I don't know how similar this plays to Diablo, but some people do say they like it better. I don't have any clue. I've just heard that said, and obviously not everybody, but RPG, kind of, 3/4 down, dungeon crawler. Looks like you have a team that you play as, and you kind of control everybody, and you can pause during the battle sequences to set up where you want people for your fight, that kind of stuff. Looks like it'd be a cool addition to the Switch. Looking at the first game, I will say this. I don't know how this game will run on the Switch. I just don't. On the PlayStation 4, the first game had massive loading times, and I can't. I mean, I'm assuming that this game's going to be, probably developed a little better than the first one, but that was the first concern I had when I watched the review for the first one on the PS4. I was like, wow, I hope this isn't going to be an issue. G.I. Jello says it's no Diablo. So there you go. So there's an opposing view. Again, I don't even know if it was a tweet or, a forum post or whatever, but G.I. Jello says it's no Diablo. Still probably it plays similar or whatever. So if you're into that kind of thing, this could be a game for you. Look into it a little bit further. It is coming out PC April 3rd, and then the holiday season for the Switch, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One. My fingers are crossed that it's good, just so that kind of fills that void of games we really don't have on console, and especially the Switch. So hopefully it does all right. And DJ says it's Switch. I thought specs didn't matter. No, they still matter. They still matter. Let's talk about wrestling. It still matters. The game's almost unplayable on the Switch. Okay, so next up, after Pillars of Autumn. Oh, I saw this on Go Nintendo's website. There is a demo for Quest for Dungeons. Now, this is a game I reviewed a while back. To me, it really reminded me of basically a successor to Adventure on the Atari, which is, I know, very old school. Kind of plays like Gauntlet did, just not like massive hordes of enemies always coming at you. And it's this procedurally generated dungeon that you go through, and you go as far as you can until you die, then you start over. So I recommend checking out this demo and see if it's a game for you. If you're looking for just kind of a dungeon crawler that has this like basically a real 16-bit look to it, kind of some funny writing. There's not much as far as like story goes, but just right at the beginning of the game, there's basically everybody's drawing straws, and the person you pick is like, oh, I got the short straw, basically. So kind of funny. Fun gameplay, especially if you just need something to kind of sit down and do for like 5 minutes. It's something that can kind of fill that void. And now there's a demo, so you can check it out, which I think when I even reviewed the game, I'm like, this game needs a demo because people need to try this to see if they like it. It's not a real expensive title on the eShop, so check it out and see what you think. That's Quest for Dungeons. Okay, now this last piece I want to make very clear. This last piece of news. This is rumor. Strictly rumor. Cool rumor. That's why we're talking about it, but it's still strictly rumor. Okay, I'm going to go to the article. It was on Reddit. And this is about Metroid Prime 4. Now, according to Dr. 81, he's a YouTuber. He believes that through the different LinkedIn profiles for Bandai Namco and Metroid Prime 4, basically, for Bandai Namco, he found that there's evidence, I'm doing finger quotes, suggesting Metroid Prime 4 will have online multiplayer. Now, this is pure speculation. Okay, that's all this is. Absolutely pure speculation. It looks like it is confirmed for the most part. I believe that Metroid Prime 4 is being done by Bandai Namco. What he's speculating that it will have online multiplayer comes from the fact that as he dug further into LinkedIn, he found profiles of different programmers. One of them who is relocating from Singapore to Tokyo to continue working on Metroid Prime 4, or a basically an exciting new game, because they don't say Metroid Prime 4. But his job is a senior online programmer. So he's taking that and basically trying to connect the dots and say, well, this could be evidence that Metroid Prime 4 has multiplayer. Now, the first comment on Reddit says, online component could also just mean leaderboards like in Mario Odyssey. So, again, take this with a grain of salt. We're literally just kind of speculating, looking at the rumors, and for me, I really hope this is true. I want Metroid Prime 4 to have the best multiplayer, like to be an online shooter that people really want to play. I want it to have, I've gone over this, I want it to have a killer story that has so much exploration and everything that is Metroid. And then I want it to have everything else that is basically Halo, if we're going to get right down to it. I basically want everything that is Metroid and everything that is Halo. I want to put those things together and see the Switch just have a stellar title. This same programmer is working on Ace Combat 7, and I believe he's working... He is working on the online portion of that based on his LinkedIn profile. So you guys can take that how you want. If you want to discuss it further, I would suggest heading over to the Discord. There is a link in the notes that are the show notes, so you can click that and join us. If you're in chat here, you can hit !Discord and we can talk about it further. DJ Hoedown says he doesn't want that. He usually doesn't want anything that's fun, so we're used to that. Wib says like Destiny. So, and what do you guys think in the chat right now? What do you think? Do you think this rumor has any legs whatsoever, or do you think it's just somebody looking for clicks and views? What do you guys think? I don't know. This is what I want for this game. Once I found out that Bandai Namco was creating this game, my expectations kind of dropped a little bit. But at the same time, again, this is going back to Blood, Sweat, and Pixels. Star Wars 1313 was a game that was in development, looked really good, took place on Coruscant, like in the seediest parts of the underground, and the team that was putting it together, very talented. Supposedly some of that team is coming over to work on Metroid Prime 4. That's again more of the rumors. So that gets me excited. There are videos out there of Star Wars 13 if you want to see them. You can just Google it and find them. That could be really good news for this game. I mean, my hope is that Nintendo would work closely enough with them to make sure that this series will not only beat our expectations, but also hopefully blow us away, right? But when Team Ninja got a hold of Metroid and made Other M, that was really a divisive game for the Metroid community. Some people love it, some people hate it and want it completely taken out of the canon or the lore of Metroid because they hated it so much. So, I don't know. We've seen Metroid kind of stumble a little bit, so there is the potential for that. And so maybe it's good that we kind of manage expectations for Metroid Prime 4. I love that series. I'm ready to jump back into it. If this game is only just beginning development, we don't know where it is exactly, but if that's the case, some people are speculating we might actually see a trilogy come out before, like possibly this year we see the Metroid Prime trilogy, and then C4 come out next year. I'd be cool with that. I'd be down. I tried playing the trilogy on my Wii, and I don't want to have to use the Wii remote. It's just not that fun, and it's really not comfortable to try to stream it. It's almost impossible. So who knows? A lot of speculation about Metroid Prime. Again, these are all rumors. If you have any kind of opinion about it whatsoever, if you're watching the video, leave a comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts are. If you're just listening to this, jump into the Discord. Let's talk. Hit me up on Twitter, whatever, wherever you are. You can let me know your thoughts on Metroid Prime 4. With that, I think we're gonna wrap this thing up, guys. You can find me on Twitter at N64Josh. You're gonna find me on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, all the places. N64Josh, Patreon. N64Josh. Remember, if you want to get yourself a free audiobook, I'm recommending Blood, Sweat, and Pixels. It's a good read. It's a short read. Even if you don't get Audible and you just want a good book to read, just buy that book from Amazon. It's a great book. So audibletrial.com/NPC is where you can get yourself a free audiobook. OP Seat. It's the chair I'm sitting in. OPSeat.com. Use coupon code N64Josh to save yourself $10. And if you're enjoying this show and you're liking these minis and everything else, let me know by leaving a review on iTunes. We're so close to 100 reviews. I'd really, really appreciate it if you're enjoying it. Hit us with a 5-star. I'd really, really appreciate that. And if it's under 5-star, leave us a reason. What would you like to see done better? Maybe we can modify things. Maybe we can change. Maybe we can improve. But we just need the feedback. There's a number of 1-star reviews that have no feedback whatsoever. So give us the feedback. We appreciate that. Guys, if you're here with me live, thank you for hanging out. I do have a treat for you tonight. My wife and I are going to be playing Super Mario Bros. U, and it is a exercise in patience because without fail, I will go to jump over a gap. She will jump on my head and send me to my death, then laugh hysterically while I look at her wondering how this keeps happening. So you're in for a treat if you're here live. If not, I may even upload the YouTube video because it's good stuff. It's good stuff. So thank you guys for being here live. Thank you for listening. I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And we will see you later. Take it easy. All right, gang. Thank you so much for hanging out. You guys are awesome. I do. So we get to watch you crush your wife's streams. No, she'll be crushing mine. You're expecting this to be as good as the wrestling match? Oh my gosh, the half-hour wrestling match that wouldn't end. Oh my goodness, so funny. Okay, let's see here. Let's find someone to raid real quick. I'm gonna knock this thing out, and then we'll fire the stream back up in probably a half hour or so to start playing some Mario. So let's see who's live right now. Guys, looks like Eternal Shinobi is live. So let's go raid him. Hey, John Michael NL. Thank you so much for that follow. Your princess is in another castle. All right. Guys, here's Eternal Shinobi. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. We'll see you in a little bit. Killer, take it easy, brother. Everybody take it easy. Thank you guys. We'll see you in just a bit.